Hey guys, it's Sadie. So the theme based around our two videos for this week is basics. Katie's doing 4 basic braids that you generally need to know how to do for doing cool hairstyles. For me, I'm just showing you guys my base routine, like foundation, concealer, and powder, because that never really changes for me. If it ever does, I'll definitely film me doing it. But for my future videos, I'm just gonna film what I do on my eyes and like contour and blush, but I don't feel like it's necessary to do the whole base routine every single video. I also add mascara and lipstick because this is more like a rushing out of the house, so it's kind of a 2-in-1 video. 2-in-1. So at the end of our video, we're gonna let you guys in on something new that we're doing. So that's all we had to say. So like I do in every single tutorial, I always start out with primer because primer is important for making your makeup last longer, or there's primers that can fill in your pores. Primers can also cancel out redness, so if you have rosacea or any type of small redness, you can just use that primer on those areas, and that way the redness won't come through on your foundation. The primer I like to use is the Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. This isn't like sold as a makeup product, but what primers have in them that make them sticky so that your makeup will stick to them is glycerin. So this product, it's like #1 ingredient is glycerin. That's why it works so well as a primer. It's a very runny primer, but as soon as you put it on your face, you rub it in and it'll start to get tacky, but you want to keep rubbing it in. Otherwise, it's not going to have the same effect. So now when I can touch my face, I can feel that it's sticky, almost like I put glue all over my face, but that'll kind of subside. So for this video, I'm actually only using 4 brushes. Usually I use a lot more than this, but it's just my base routine or like a rushing out the door type of routine, so I only need to use 4. My favorite foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in 102, mainly because I'm oily, so having a matte foundation will really help with the longevity of my makeup and how it looks. If you have more dry skin, you usually want something that's a little bit more hydrating or dewy. There's usually 3 ways that you can apply your foundation with a brush. You can either take it directly on your fingers and rub it on your face and then take a brush and blend it out, or you can put the foundation directly on top of the brush, but I like to put it on the back of my hand and then use my brush and dip it in and then rub it into my face, because when you put it on your face, sometimes if you don't get to that area quick enough, it's going to start to dry and then it's gonna be a lot harder to blend it in. And if you put it straight onto the brush, it's harder to control how much product you're putting on your face, and your brush will start to get clumpy inside on the middle. So I have multiple foundation brushes, but my favorite one at the moment is this one from Amazon that I just bought on a kit with 10 brushes, and it's just a regular flat top brush. See, so this foundation's a little runny, but I just put it on the back of my hand, and then I take my brush and I just dip it in, so I have a little bit of product on my brush, and then I stipple it onto my face, onto one side of my face, and then I just start to blend in circular motions, and also I pat to just make sure I get the most even and full coverage I can. And it's really important that you blend down your neck, especially because I have a really hard time finding a correct shade for my foundation to match my body. So it's really important that you get it down your neck, and also like right here where your jawline is, people miss that spot, and that's where it's like most noticeable. Also blend it up to your ears. When I apply my foundation, I don't like to put a lot underneath my eyes because I'm going to put concealer there, and if you put foundation and concealer, sometimes it'll get a little cakey. The concealer I'll be using is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Liquid Concealer, and this concealer is very luminous, and it kind of looks a little shiny, and it also creases no matter how much powder I use to set it. So if you have a lot more aging or wrinkling underneath the eyes, I wouldn't really recommend this concealer. So I don't like to use a lot of concealer. A lot of people do. It's usually okay if you use too much if you have a beauty blender, because the beauty blender will soak up the excess. It'll soak up the extra product, but a brush won't. So I just like to put it not directly underneath my lash line, but a little bit farther down in just a swoop motion like that. This is another brush that I got in the same set as my foundation brush from Amazon. This one is the biggest angled brush in the whole package. I use this brush to stipple all the product around where I want it to go, and then I kind of blend it out with it, but then I go in with my foundation brush and blend it all the way out. I'm also going to take it up on my upper lid because if you can see, I have a lot of veins and I like to cover that up. It's also really important that you get it in this inner corner because that's where most of your darkness is. To blend it a little bit more with my foundation, I'm just going to go in with my foundation brush one more time and put it around the edges of the concealer. Now to set my under eyes and my face, I'm using the same powder. This is the Bare Minerals Veil. The brush I like to use to set my under eyes is the Real Techniques setting brush. Whenever I open this product, there's always a little bit on the lid, so I just take my brush and I swirl it in there, and then I just put it right underneath my eyes. And this will help a little bit with the creasing, and I don't really like the dewiness of this concealer, so I just set the whole area. But if you do like it, then you can just set it right underneath the eye. I also take this powder up onto my lid so that way the concealer doesn't crease. I'm going to go back in with that same powder, but I'm going to be using the Real Techniques powder brush. It's just a really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to set my entire face with the powder. If you have more dry skin, I wouldn't recommend doing this so you can keep the luminosity, and the powder tends to suck out the moisture inside your face. But for me, this is really crucial to make sure that my face doesn't get oily throughout the day. So this is basically what I do every single day. I use the same concealer, same powder, same foundation. The brushes change a lot because I like to do different things, but if you're in a rush and you just need to leave the house, this is basically all you really need to do. And then maybe put on some mascara. Definitely curl your lashes. Curling your lashes makes such a difference. I didn't used to do it because I didn't think it made that much of a difference until I did it again, and it works so well. Make sure you get all of your lashes in when you curl your lashes, and then I like to squeeze it like 10-12 times. My favorite mascara is the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara in black, because most people will think that having a really big wand will give you the most volume and length, but really the smaller brushes will give you more volume because it'll cover your lashes more. I'm also going to put it on my lower lashes because that's going to give you a very open-eyed look. Other than mascara, I always like to have something on my lips. I either like to have a lipstick or a lip gloss. I'm going to show you both just so you can get a feel of what you like. This is the Revlon Ultra HD lipstick in Magnolia. It's kind of a My Lips but better color, and it's not matte, it's not super glossy, it gives a nice sheen, and they're very hydrating as well. The lip gloss is the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Lacquer in Petalite, and it's a light pink color, and you could wear it on top of the lipstick or by itself. I'm going to show you what it looks like on top of the lipstick. And that's the finished look. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the makeup tutorial. I know a lot of you guys have requested having something basic and easy so it's faster to get out of the house kind of tutorial. Don't forget to go check out Katie's hair tutorial. Katie, what are you doing?
I'm going to show you 4 basic braids that can help you in a lot of different hairstyles that I will be doing later.
So I have some ideas for our next couple of videos. We could either do another summer makeup look, or if you guys want to see my brush collection, because I have a lot of brushes that kind of do the same thing but different shapes. Like I have a bunch of different foundation brushes, different bronzer brushes, kind of like that. So if you guys are interested in seeing any of those, just let me know on which one you want to see first, or if you have any other ideas, feel free to leave a comment down below of what you would like to see next. Also, for what's coming new to Satie, like I mentioned in the beginning, we are creating an Instagram account. We will leave our Instagram name down in the description bar. It will be up and running by the time you guys see this video, so we will both be posting pictures of like what we wear on a daily basis. So if I do a makeup tutorial one day and you guys are like, hey, that looks pretty cool and you want to see it, then we can definitely do that for you. Or if Katie does a hair tutorial, then we can do that as well. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
I definitely think I'm growing a double chin, if that's possible, because I think it's happening. I could write a book, how to grow a double chin in 2 days.
I want to press the button.
So far.
Let me try to get up.
Yay!